What's up, YouTube family and Browns fans everywhere? This is Cleveland Football, and I'm your host, Terrence Hudson. All right, Victory Monday, Victory Monday. We came out on top over the Cincinnati Bengals, 27-19, to pull us to 6-7, and the Bengals to 1-12. All right, overall, this league is about wins and losses, so we got that W. And I'm glad about that, but there's some things I got to talk about that I wish I didn't have to, especially at this point in the season. And I'll get into that. Looking at the offense first. I'm going to get through this real quick. Baker Mayfield, 11-24, 192 yards. 2 TDs and 2 INTs. Sorry, 2 INTs and a run TD. That first interception, that is interception in Njoku, the guy. To me, it was a simultaneous catch down by contact. I looked at it about 3 or 4 times. He kind of double caught the ball. But when he came down, it's simultaneous catch down by contact. Just horrible call. To me, it's a terrible call. And saw a lot of that last night. If you saw that Patriots game, boy, I know they mad. And then the second one just bounced off the guy's hands, bounced off another guy's hand. Just didn't really look crisp and sharp, as far as in the passing game, and it's tough. It's tough. I hope we're focused because we do have something to play for. We are in the middle of a playoff push. Run game, Chubb once again, man. This guy doesn't disappoint. 15 for 106, 7 yards a carry. Feed the man. Feed him. Hunt. We saw Hunt. He chimed in 9 for 28 and a touchdown. Getting in the end zone again. Hey, let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. Mayfield, he had a rushing touchdown. All right. Oh, hey, y'all. That's my little baby coming in. She want to say hey to me. Come here. What you doing, girl? You coming from school? Huh? I'm doing the show right now. You want to help me out a little bit? We saw Landry 4 for 76. We saw what he was able to do. Defensive side of the ball, I thought this was the play of the game. The Denzel Ward interception return, he bust up. All right, I thought that was the play of the game. We saw Richardson with a sack, and then Cox and Ogunjobi team up with a sack. All right, now Mixon on the other hand, he was getting off. 23 for 146, and 6 yards of carry and a TD. But we held the pass game in check. And most of all, held down that big, play that would have hurt us. So, hats off to the defense. And I think we had some work to do on offense. Offense, we didn't run a lot of plays. We only ran probably like 52 plays. We averaged 61 offensive plays a game. To put that into context, New England is top of the league with 69 offensive plays a game. Plays doesn't always equal points, but just, gives you more opportunities. All right, now, here's, what I really didn't want to have to get into, but each week, it's something. It's always something. It's always something. And always something other than football after each game. You're going to go back to mommy. I'm going to talk to you in a minute, okay? You had a good day at school? Let me tell about over here. Yeah, my little girl, my heart right there. But yeah, it's always something outside of football that we have to talk about after every game. Like, started out, it was Odell's watch. Then it was receiver's shoes. It was Baker's mustache. The brawl against Pittsburgh. Then we had the T-shirt with Freddie Kitchens' T-shirt. And then now, reports come out that OBJ been telling players from opposing teams and coaches to come get him. He wants out. I can't confirm it, but, if that is the case, then I'm not into holding anybody hostage. If you don't want to be here, if there's somewhere where you don't want to be, okay, I'll find you somewhere to go. All right? Because if you're somewhere where you don't want to be, you're not going to give it your all. If you're not happy, you're not going to give it your all. Does he have reason to not be happy? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes with the way the season has gone. I wouldn't be happy You know, I wouldn't be happy, but to go and tell other teams and players like, you know, you ready to come get me? I'm ready to go. But hey, you know, if that's the case, then all right. You know, if it's something where you want to stay here and stick it out and want to come out on the right side and when it was getting better and when we go be good, then all right, let's do it. But if you want out, I'm not holding you hostage. I wouldn't do it. All right. And then we talk about, you know, the injury. Now the report come out that OBJ been playing with a sports hernia. Okay, which is tough. And it's probably hard. And it probably hurts, you know. Someone who has had hernia in the past. You know, I had to play a whole year in gym class, kickball with a hernia. I did, but I did it, you know. So if that's the case, you know, you got this injury. You had it from the beginning of the year, but you came out, you played. You playing. You step in between these white lines. Nobody gonna feel sorry. As far as the opposing team, you playing now. And, you know, we saw Baker Mayfield come out in support of him. He want to support his friend. I get it. But I think some things are better left alone, you know, when you talking to the media, because it just feeds and just turns into more and just turns into more and just turns into more. And I want to say it's youth, you know, that these things happen that we do, but we don't handle the media well. We don't. We're going into things that we shouldn't be talking about, you know, shouldn't be exposing things that shouldn't get out the locker room, that get out, things that shouldn't get out the family, you know, that's getting out, and then it turns into to more and more, and it just snowballs, and there's always something to be talking about other than football. You know, he come out and say that, you know, that the medical staff, you know, I'm paraphrasing, you know, mismanaged, you know, his care or the injury or whatnot. All right, if you feel like that, there ain't nothing to say in front of the camera, and I'm sure he realized that now. You know, I'm sure somebody said something, because he did come out and say, you know, he didn't mean to throw the medical staff under the bus. So I get that, but we got to be better at these things. We got to be a little bit more savvy at these things, and you could chalk it up to youth, but how many times or how many things going to have to happen before we actually get it? You know, this is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. We should have people. Here that say, hey, this is how you do it, and this is, if you get this question, this is how you respond. You know, it's okay if you guys, you say, oh, I wear my heart on my sleeve, I won't say what's on my mind, but it's a way to do it. It's a way to do it that does not keep compounding drama on top of drama on top of drama. And on top of losing at that. Now, if we was winning, if we had to win it, you know, that'd be a different story. But it makes it worse when you're losing. Okay? We've been compared to the Dallas Cowboys. I call the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, really, you know, Dallas, they look for the spotlight. Jerry Jones loved the spotlight. He would like to be a celebrity football team, or I call a reality TV show football team. And that's what we're turning into, a reality TV show, you know, football team, where it's always something other than football. You know, and we've been compared to Dallas because we have, you know, the same problem, but in a different way. The same problem but for different reasons. You know, and it's a leadership problem. You know, where our leadership problem boils down to who we hired at the end of the season, and it's evident and it showed. You know, I mean, I look at John Dorsey. He was looking at Mayfield like a grandfather figure. You know, your grandfather will give you whatever you want. It's my granddaddy. He gonna give me what I want. You know, hey, my grandson. So, you know, he looking at Mayfield. Okay, you want Freddie Kitchens as a head coach? All right, you got him. You know, and we seeing that, you know, it wasn't the best move. You look at the Dallas Cowboys situation. You hear reports Jason Garrett has lost control of the team. How could Jason Garrett lose control of something he never had? He never had control of the team. What are you talking about? We all know Jerry Jones running the team. He the owner, he the GM, And he ain't gonna bring in nobody that's gonna come with no bravado or that type of style where he has some type of power or pull, intimidation, where you look into the coach, where if the coach say, hey, I want this guy out of here, he out of here. Gary don't hold that type of pull. We know that stops at Jerry Jones. And so it's a type of respect that the players gonna have for a coach who has that type of power. And we know Jerry, he got to let it be known that he's the man. I put this together, I put that together, this the guy I want to coach it. So it stops with him. So who is the coach to go to a player and say, hey man, you need to turn it up there. They're like, who is you? All right, Jerry. They go pat. Man, I'm going upstairs. Anytime your owner step out that box and then get in the elevator, come down and talk to reporters. Oh, we should have went for it on fourth down. Or we should have did this and did that. Like, nah, that's a recipe for disaster. So we both got a leadership problem, but a leadership problem in a different type of way. Looking at the AFC North, we saw what the Ravens did to the Bills. I mean, if you could slow down the Ravens' run game, you could beat this team. This team, they're not invincible. You just got to slow that run game down. You slow the run game down, you got a chance. If the Bills had any type of offense, they could have did something. The Ravens got the Jets coming up this Thursday. That should be a tune-up for them going towards the playoffs. We see the Bengals. Bengals is going to Foxborough. Is they going to Foxborough or where is they going? No, that game's in Cincinnati. It's been reports, I just saw this right before filming, that the Patriots are under investigation for, allegedly filming the Bengals signal. Like, I just read it. I haven't really been able to dig deep into it. I just looked at it. I don't know how true it is. Or I don't know the full details of it, but from what I know right now, I don't believe it. Because if you got to film the Bengals signals, like, you got problems. Like, you got real problems if you got to film the Bengals signals. We see Pittsburgh. They went out to Arizona and won one. They so happy. Oh man, they've been lucking up with just the end of the year schedule. We saw Deontay Johnson, Toledo's own, bust up on a punt return, and he had a TD catch, so he balled out. Man, it's too bad you got to be in Pittsburgh. So they got the Bills this week again. It'll be a tough defensive battle, and I think it'll be the offense who could just make the play and not, make the play to, to beat yourself or to hurt yourself would be the team that would win that one. And then it's our turn to go out to Arizona. We're going out to Arizona. It'll be the battle of former Oklahoma quarterbacks, battle of the last two Heisman Trophy winners, and I think it'll be. I had this one marked at the beginning of the season. I thought the record would be a little different, but nonetheless, it should be a great game. I'll be looking forward to watching that one. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's a shootout. I really would. But hopefully, we can make more plays on defense than they can. But these games are fun, especially coming down to the end of the season, because a lot of teams, when they don't have nothing to play for, like, really, they don't have nothing else to really play for. You just do whatever. Like, you just out there, you just playing. Sometimes they playing cut it loose with no words. But hey, we got something to play for, but we should still cut it loose though. But we gotta be crisp, man. Like, you can't go out there and thinking it's a joke, and have a slip up. We gave away too many this season to finish the season like that. I want to finish on top. I want to finish with a winning record. We got a chance to at least finish at 9-7, and we in the playoff hunt. If you look at the standings, we in the hunt. We just have to make a play. We're gonna have to win out, and then get a little bit of help, and let the chips fall where they may. All right. But I'm gonna finish it right there. Again, let's finish strong. All right. So looking forward to next week. So if you hit the like button. Be sure to comment and be sure to subscribe.